What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another episode of the Ball to Ball podcast. Today I got a special guest, man. One of my brothers from the city, Raleigh, North Carolina, Durham, you know what I'm saying? Been rocking for way too long now. My dog, Shaun, a.k.a. Shaun Henderson. Henny, talk to the people. Give them a quick intro, my brother.
Well, they know. Shaun Henderson. They call me Shaun Henny because my last name's Henderson. Everybody thinks it's because I drink Henny. But I'm from Durham, from the Bull City. I'm no shit, Ken. I think we about 15 years in now, bro. Been doing parties for a while. Probably about, from a financial standpoint, making money, I've been doing it for 10 years. I'll say that, where it started benefiting my lifestyle. But I've been in the party scene and involved with the hospitality since probably my senior year in high school. Yeah.
So you know, Henny, he won't talk that talk for himself, so I gotta do a little bit, just give him a little bit of flowers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't be in the party scene as much as I used to, but before I came on the scene, Henny was running the scene. When I got on the scene, Henny was running the scene. I left the scene, Henny is still running the scene, man. So shout out to everything you do in the city, Charlotte, up and down the East Coast, man, because we boys see you making moves, and obviously that's a pleasure. Every time I holler at you, I tell you, you still got on the streets on lock, and you look at me and like, you damn right, you know that. And I love to see that from my boys.
That's love.
Man.
I'm proud of you too, man.
For sure, appreciate it.
We doing what we're supposed to do as black men out here. God has given us a chance to make a difference.
Yeah.
So we got to take advantage of that, no matter what the opportunity is. You feel me?
100%, for sure. So, Henny, man, you know we here, dog, man. The brand is called Come Home, man. Obviously, you came home, you know what I'm saying? We'll get into that story for sure. But before we dive too deep into it, dog, I know you came up in Durham, man. So when you hear home, like what kind of memories does that really kind of like bring up to you, bro?
Durham is an acquired taste. A lot of people who hear Durham automatically think, oh, it's just, I'm scared to go there. Yes, it's a violent city, but the one thing Durham has over I say outside of maybe Fayetteville and maybe some parts of Charlotte is culture. We understand, I'm from east side of Durham, from East Durham. We know what our side gives us, just like North Durham or South Side or the West End, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So this is where you grew up, you know everybody. I think my side of my neighborhood, we all loved each other.
Yeah.
We really didn't. If you went to Neal, you went to Southern, we didn't really have no fights like that because everybody pretty much got along, unless it was like some gang activity and stuff like that. But everybody pretty much loved each other. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of how I grew up on that. All of us would go to the same barbershop. All of us would go to the same restaurants. All of us would go to the same store to get our shoes and stuff like that. So we would see each other. And plus, everybody either has an older brother or younger brother, older sister, younger sister. We all kind of just grew up together, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, what reminds me of Durham is just that love, that unity, knowing that I could say Bull City and anywhere in the United States and everybody be like, oh, okay, I know where that's at. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah. I think that's dope, man, because you talked about everybody having the older brothers, younger brothers, etc. So it's kind of like you talk about love. That's like a generation of love to continually pass down, right? Like you pull up to school, your right hand partner, his older brother's about to graduate, or something like that. Then he like, yo, those my little brothers. They got to look out for them. You know what I'm saying?
OGs on it.
Yeah, and that's special for sure, man. That's special. And you talked about Bull City being able to go anywhere and talk about Bull City. On the earlier episode, I was talking about Raleigh, how Raleigh has moved around very similar energy. Like Raleigh, we talk that talk, and for us to be like neighboring cities, it's good to have that kind of like consistent like Raleigh Durham love, because you know what I'm saying. No matter where you at, like if you somebody you hear something,
I don't think there was ever a problem. I think our older generation and the younger generation, anybody that's not 24 to 40, we all like each other. We all get along. I'll never say F Raleigh I've been making money here for 10 years. But for some reason there's a stigma that we don't get along. I'm like, I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody I met from since the day I met you and the fan. You know, you and the guy. It's been love since day one. You know what I'm saying? It's like that with a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I wish we were closer actually. I think 20 minutes too far. I feel like we were super close to each other. We could build something special. I feel like we would have met each other a lot younger age, a lot earlier.
That's very true.
My influence could have been different. You know what I'm saying? Me going to college, or I might have met you and be like, I'm going here, and I'm like, I ain't never think about going there. Why? You know what I'm saying? So I like the Raleigh Durham thing. I think out of any place in the world, I'll put us against anybody, and that's a fact. And that comes from I know people like that Charlotte bandwagon. No offense to anybody from Charlotte, but that ain't nothing better than Raleigh Durham, bro.
Talk that talk.
Ain't nothing really better than
talk that talk. Henny, I want to ask you about this too. Then, I guess we're getting deep into this because, since we both came up, the city's changed so much. Raleigh's changed so much. Durham has changed so much. What do you see right now? Like, obviously, there's some always good things and bad things about development. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got bad side of the gentrification piece. You got the good side of like that brings new opportunities. Like, what have you seen in terms of Durham changing so much over the last 15, 20 years?
Oh boy, I mean, everybody got some money now.
Oh yeah,
that gentrification is crazy. I don't even think it's. I just think I'm not a politician, but I believe the politics are a problem because we have people who are over 50, over 60, who's not tapped into what's going on with this younger generation. So what happens is all the problems that these people have in these neighborhoods are getting ignored because there's new money coming in. And these old heads is like, well, all right, well, you had 30 years on this same block in the same street in this same neighborhood, and you ain't done nothing but complain. So what we're going to do is build a $2 million crib right beside you and force you to leave. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. I like it, but I hate it at the same time because there's no fair shake. There's no, hey, look, in 5 years we're going to change this neighborhood, so you got this amount of time to get your stuff together to make sure. There's got to be some type of plan or some type of, like, document to write down to give these people a chance. Like, even in Raleigh, sometimes I'll be riding, like, downtown, like, well, where the new food hall is.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Well, when it was two now, I
right
was transferred in Morgan.
Oh, my God. I was like, bro, where did they build these? Nice. But then you look across the street, it's weird. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird. I like it, but it's like, at the same time, I wish there was a way to not hurt people in the process and make people feel like they're working too hard for nothing, or they got to move somewhere that's less than where they were already at because they can't afford to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nobody is. It sometimes it feels like everybody's out for self, and I mean that's the one thing about America though. It's a very self-interested country, and it's built on that. You know what I'm saying? And until that changes, you'll continue to have that kind of those kind of issues. But to your point, it all kind of boils down to community, right? If your community can build that love amongst each other, and we can start, again, it's not a political podcast, but we're talking about the city we both from. We can start to pull our resources and make decisions that are the better for our entire community.
It's just communication, man.
100%.
And that's what I said. That if the old heads ain't scared to get in the jungle with us and get out, I wouldn't mind running for something or being a politician just to help, because I know the younger generation ain't got nobody. They like looking like, I ain't got no big brother. You know what I'm saying? My mom had me at 17. She don't want no more kids, so I gotta sit here and figure it out.
Yeah.
And I'm in the hood. I'm this and other. When somebody can get this man a job or give somebody, there's so much you can give somebody to, a young woman or a young man, black, white, purple, green, don't matter. You can give somebody an opportunity to change their life as soon as they can read and write. We gotta start getting back to that. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what's happening. People are more money hungry money driven than anything. So I don't know. I mean to get too deep.
We didn't get too deep into this, but I love when the podcast can take a different turn, man. Especially when it got something to do with the city that we live in, born and raised, man. So that's love. Henny, man, let's get to the feature presentation, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at you today. You got the bald head.
I mean, she a little frizzly.
You got the bald head.
I had a weekend, brother. I think I went through 2 bottles of Henderson.
I was with my boy on Friday night, so we was outside.
Yeah, Friday was crazy.
So, but I see you, and I actually remember your journey. You know what I'm saying? Because we chopped up a lot before you actually joined the team. So, take me back a little bit, though, partner. Like, whether that's high school, middle school, whatever you can remember. Talk about that haircut you had, the waves, whatever.
Oh no, it's crazy because my homegirl, I got a picture. I gotta find. Before I got here, I should have brought it. My homegirl Key, we got a picture in the gym, probably my 11th grade year, and my Jones was spitting. I'm so, bro. Who did this to me? Like, I got mad. I had to call mom, dudes, call dad. Like, which one of y'all went bald first? Like, what's going on? It's crazy because my dad ain't even gray yet.
Word.
It's weird, but my mom, I think it come from my mom. I think it come from a woman. Ready to tell you, but my mom always had short hair. She never had long hair. So that's probably where I got it from. But, bro, I used to have them things.
Like that.
Do-rag shoulder. I'm telling you.
So wait, Henny, you said your pop not even gray right now.
Wow, my dad.
Forehead, hairline still stronger than.
Boy, good.
How that make you feel when you started going through your situation? You felt some kind of way?
I was jealous.
Yeah.
Because I knew once I felt it, I was like, this ain't. I thought of my dad, son. I thought it was my pops. He wouldn't do me like that. My daddy would do me like this. Like, I had a good gray hair. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll never get the day. I felt it hit my lap. I heard that. Yeah, I said, "Oh, it's really going down." I'm about to start crying.
Henny. So, bro, take me back. So we say high school.
Yeah.
You coming up, you spinning. You saying like you talking like you had them tsunamis.
Yeah.
Would you say people knew you for that? Because I mean, at the time, everybody's probably spinning, right?
Because we didn't have beards back. Beards weren't in back then,
Man,
so it was definitely about the.
Only the man child could really have a beard at that age. You know what I'm saying? Only a couple homies. Yeah, exactly.
You were 35 at 16. But yeah.
So you ain't had a beard obviously, but you was spinning. Would you say your joints was like, average level, or you something people?
Oh no, I could compete.
Okay. Cause
I ain't gonna lie, not don't toot nobody home.
Yeah.
I remember being like 19. I think I had a little summer job, whatever. And I was like, you know what? State Fair in town. Let me bust to go to State Fair with the homies. Got off work with the State Fair. I ain't gonna lie, my joints was spinning. A girl thought I was Usher. Swear to God. Never forget it. These two white girls was like, oh my God, you like Usher Raymond. I was like, what? What's up? We took a picture there. Bro, I'm telling you, I had it. Used to wear 2 do-rags, Blue Magic. Everybody know about that Blue Magic grease.
Stamp.
That Blue Magic. I used to get it warm, put it in a little microwave. That probably would have killed my hair.
Hey, you know what I love, man? When I get homies on the podcast that like can talk the detail game about the waves. Because everybody thought they had waves. Mm-hmm. But when you can talk about the small details, like you said, throwing in the microwave for a little, that's how you know you was deep into the game. Yeah. When you was really like, because I don't want to get
It was a competition.
Come on, man.
It was a competition.
And if you want to win, you got to do more than your competitor. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody wasn't throwing it in the microwave for a little bit. Right. That little, they give you extra edge.
That little warm towel. I'll tell you, they don't know. It's rules to the game, man. I mean, your head gonna itch when you start sweating. Your jaw gonna be on fire. You gonna be like, boy, why I do that? But it was worth it. I'm telling you. I don't know what it is, though. I mean, I don't know. I guess some cats got lucky and they got the Rick Fox thing, but I ain't had it. I blame my mama.
So you know what? I can't stay. Since we talking that talk, I had some waves. You know what I'm saying? But I won't. I'm not gonna lie and act like I had the spinners. You know what I'm saying? Like I had a little title situation, but I wasn't. There was some homies in school that would put my joints to shame. You know what I'm saying? And I remember those homies. But I will say, I'm African, Henny. Like I can't.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I knew y'all. You grew up Kevin Durant. You had a Kevin Durant situation. Y'all was gonna say that like, might have been tough for you because I get it. I mean, when we young though, you're not thinking about that. You just doing it for the girls.
Yeah,
like, bro, I don't care. I'm gonna make it work.
Yeah,
I see somebody that motivated me to get my hair like that, so I'm gonna do that.
Yep.
I saw the number 11 on the barbershop poster.
About it.
I need that.
Talk about it.
Yeah. Like, Bob, you can get me right like that. little fade, cleared on, easy on the top a little bit. Yeah, I got you, man. I remember that.
So talk about so what we getting into now is the idea of what hair really meant to us. Like while we was doing it, like you know what I'm saying. Like when I came up, I remember very vividly. Like I say, I was going to the shop every 2 weeks minimum. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was really in college, I was every week in college. I get the lineup I get the cut that next Thursday, Friday. I get the lineup. The next fall, I get the cut. You know what I'm saying. But I was always in there. Yeah, it was a pattern, and that fresh cut feeling when you hopped out that chair, it was undefeated
to this day.
Undefeated. You know what I'm saying? And like I knew, like we came up in a city where you kind of had to have confidence. Like everybody around you had that kind of swag, that bravado.
Man, you gotta look at where you going.
Yeah,
niggas said they going to Crabtree Valley Mall. You putting on your best. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, back then going to the mall, but being from Durham, going to Crabtree, they used to be fresh. Like, well, we about to take all they Raleigh hoes. We got to get them all. Like, niggas used to have a little, what's the cologne? Everybody used to wear Curve.
Curve.
Boy, where used to fuck that Curve for? Shake that junk. Everybody get a hit. Go ahead,
I got you.
Yeah. Everybody.
Oh, yeah. Pull up to the mall, post up for about 4 hours, buy nothing but a tray of Chinese food. That's it. You know what I'm saying?
$5 get you a long way back then. But nah, you right. Like I said, like having hair and not having hair don't make the man. You got to be confident regardless. But when you young like that and you grow up in a fast area like this, and everything is about concerts, basketball game rivals, your school versus my school, this, that, like going to a South. Bro, I remember the first time I went to South.
Oh yeah,
I thought I was in Disney World. I said, dang, there's other black kids that's like me, that's living like me. And there's girls. It was crazy. I think I went to like a fashion show. Really big.
It was that, yeah.
Yeah, and I think I went to one and I was like, oh, this is lit. Like, and I had to come correct. Like next time I come, I got to be right. Like I had my little. I was cool, but I won't prepared to get turned down. I just say that. No. Like, ew, where you from? Like, oh, okay, y'all dusty. Y'all got me today. Y'all got me today.
So it's funny, man, because I just had a homie Judd on the podcast, and we were talking about Southeast, and it's like, yo, when you went to the East, it was something different. Like, I remember I got there and like, so I came on the East Upper Middle, and I was on like some Shaun, John, a couple of names. You got to the East. You had to dress for your life at the East.
I believe that.
Like, it was polo. When polo came out, it was polo down, and you had to dress for your life. And I'm saying, but that prepared me to go to college. My level of attitude and swag was like Southeast felt like college. You're like, all right, cool. I'm going into this cool, and I'm already prepared. You know what I'm saying? And we stood on that. So I got to Carolina, and I was already TTG. But it's good to hear you say that because when we was living in that joint, it's like, damn, how's everybody like? Why you got the horse on your foot? Your pants, it was everything.
Durham was like that too, but I think we was big on the polo. I think I'm a little older. That was a younger generation. Ours was more like Mesquite.
Was you Jabos there? The Jabos?
Yeah, we had the Jabos, but our school was big LRG, Shaun John, the velour joints, huge on the Jabot. Jerseys was really big.
Yeah,
I remember Fab was hot at the time. Everybody was just hot, so Jerseys was the thing, man. Jerseys was the thing.
Yeah.
Southern Hillside game, you got to have the new Jordans on and whatever jersey.
But hey, what if somebody pulled up everything fresh, but the hairline was off? Did that?
I mean, those type of people really didn't hang with nobody.
Yeah. You couldn't even move in a circle.
Yeah, when we found out, your joint ain't tight, then what barber you going to?
You gotta stay home today.
Yeah, like, bro, why your parents doing you like this? Like, your hairline is everything, bro. I don't care what nobody say. That's why girls care about their edges, and that's why they care about what it look like when they throw that lace on there. Your hair, like the way it come off from here to eyebrows, if it ain't right, I don't know. You might not even be able to eat at Burger King.
Might not
welcome to Burger King. How's your hairline? Take a picture of it right now. I don't know. Hairline. I mean, hair is serious. I'm glad I'm actually having it because I never got to talk about the Baldino like that.
Yeah.
Because I ain't gonna lie, I thought I lost my powers.
Let's talk about it, man. Let's get into it, Henny, because
go ahead.
No. So you called it your powers, and like until you about to go through that, I brush my hair. I wear a do-rag all the time, but like I didn't realize how much power it held until I started losing it. Yeah. Right, that was the first time ever, bro. Like, and I stand on this to this day. I was always such a confident person. Losing my hair was the first time I felt shocked.
Insecurities,
bro.
And insecurities brings anxiety. And then you start getting scared about certain things that you're putting on there that you ain't used to ain't care no more. Crazy. I'm telling you, I didn't know what to put on. I just kept looking in the mirror like
the same fit that you would have rocked last week when your hairline, or whatever, 6 months ago when your hairline was still that. You throw that fit on when you losing it or when you ball, you don't even know if the fit hit it like that no more.
I was a little crushed. I ain't gonna lie, because even that first shower, that water hit it. You like what? Oh, I didn't know the water was this hot. I've been taking hot showers this whole time. Like, bro, but no, I'm gonna tell you, my relationship with my barbershop.
Yeah.
And my barber. Chris been cutting my hair. Shout out Roll Edge Studios in Durham. My boy Chris Mills. He been cutting my hair since 2011. Mm-hmm. We both young, same age. He started cutting probably around, he was like 20, 21. I was one of his first clients because I got tired of the old heads cutting my hair.
Yeah, no doubt.
Like the old heads, they for when they take too long, no offense to nobody, they take too long, and it's like they never get it right the same every time. It's like, I've been coming to you since I was a kid. I got to tell you something different every week, so you got to find somebody that's relate to you and that can adjust to the style of what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, you went to the same barber for so long, you got about 2,000 different cuts from the same man.
Every time. My boy just was different every week. Like, but what is going on from the time we see each other the Tuesday prior to this Tuesday? What's going on in your life, my boy? Because this ain't the same sideburn for you experimenting on me for what? Like, it's his fault too. I'm blaming my mama and old Chuck. But Chris Mills, and I remember he saw it. I was probably like 23, 24, and I know what was going on. I was having a son. Baby mom was pregnant. Mm-hmm. At the time, I had we was running a club scene downtown. We was doing Dolce, I believe, at the time. Yeah. It was just like, and I think I was somewhat stressing but not really.
Yeah.
And I think that had a lot to do with it. Plus, I wasn't eating good, late night eating,
of course,
drinking a lot, and I think that kind of messed with whatever was going on out there. But I remember when he first saw it, he was like, "Boy, you thinning, boy." I was like,
Henny, what was you hairline? Was you
no? Everything was good.
Okay.
So it was just here.
Yeah.
And then I tried to do something slick. You know, everybody was getting the mohawks. I was like, I'll just get a mohawk. That made it worse. That made it worse. I grew it out, had little curls a little bit, and he was like, "You just gonna do the mohawk? Because you got the mo, and it's thin, they can't really tell."
Bro.
You know, I tried it, but yeah, I just remember when he first said it, and I was in the chair like, "So how many years I got left, boss? How many years I got left, doc? We're gonna make it work." It was terrible. It was terrible.
That feeling is like you said, you never forget it, man. And like, so I actually had a similar situation. My joint was thinning up top too. My hairline was strong. So like, you know, it's funny because like, I don't even know how long I was dealing with that, but I just didn't know because I'm looking in the mirror. I have no clue. And you know, shorty, nobody could tell until they catch you sitting down.
Right. That's so like it is.
And my boy Sam used to be on me.
Bro, a girl said ill one time. Swear to God, ill, you go ball shot. I said, wow. Went back next week.
Wait, Henny, nah.
Bro,
stop, Henny. Stop, Henny, stop.
That's when that Beijing came in.
Tell me back to that moment, Henny. I don't know where you at.
I was sitting there. I think I was like a basketball game or something. You know, in the gym.
High school.
No, this is. I think I went. I can't remember what I went to. I think it was a pro-am.
Okay, yeah. Probably Central, yeah.
Yeah, you know the lights is bright.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, "Yeah, you go ball shot." Yeah, I'm luckily wanting up like 6 people. 6 people that I love and care about. They kind of already knew my situation.
Yeah.
But it crushed me though. I ain't gonna lie. I was like, bro, I'm really about to lose.
And Shaun, but tell me, because like I know you, bro, and I know me too. So like, when you in that space, you're the pro-am, you know what I'm saying? Like in pro-am and Central, that's big boy talk when you're in the city, you know what I'm saying? That was a situation. And shorty says that to you. You feel it, right, but you kind of gotta act like you don't. You gotta play it off, right? You can't take it. You can't cry.
Oh, no. I'm about to say something. I'm about to say
you
something.
Gotta like.
But it met with your hair. Like I said, your hair is. I don't care what nobody say. Going bald or having dreadlocks or whatever, they matter because it give you some type of personality.
Yeah.
It give you some type
identity,
of
right? You that's part of you.
It give you a feeling for sure. But nah, I mean, if you want to get to the first time I cut it all off,
let's get into it.
Actually, all right. So, so funny. My sister Steph, they just recently got married. Her and her girl Griselda, they just got married. She was proposing that day.
Okay. And
I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just cut. I'm gonna shock everybody.
Shock the world.
Yeah, because my barber got tired of spraying me. My boy was running low.
Wait, was he using the topics?
But topics make it worse.
Yeah.
We're at the same time your barber's trying to study how to save your hair and fix it. He's still a product thing. He's cutting me like, all right, I'm not the only person going through this.
Of course.
He's cutting 30 guys a day, so it's got to be at least 5 or 6 of us that's either going bald or already bald. So he's looking at it from a product. We try to find everything.
Yes, sir.
Beijing was cool. That, after a while, get in the shower, wash it out.
So you gonna take a shower like this a little bit?
Yeah. Oh no, I ain't gonna lie. I might have stunk a couple times. I might have missed a few spots. I ain't gonna lie, cause I was straight here with it. Well, they can't get me, but nah. Using that topics. We even tried some type of form of shampoo or whatever, and we just got to that last layer, bro. Came back from CIAA, and I remember. I was at Haymaker, and I had the spray on, and I don't know, Najee, I don't know, y'all might know it. Y'all, you know Najee. Yeah, y'all go with the school. He grabbed my head, and it was a whole print. His whole hand print.
And he stopped playing with me, man.
He had my topic was gone. We both in the bathroom. He trying to come in like, bro, I didn't know you had the spray on. I'm being too honest right there. Well, okay, that's the whole point. I was just like, bro, I got to cut it off. And literally the next week, I found out Steph was proposing, and I said, fuck it. We outside.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget getting out the car. And my sister Steph, everybody was like, you're bald. It don't look bad. I hate that part. It don't look
because it sounds like they trying to like compensate, like they trying to make you feel good.
It don't look that bad. Like, well, what you mean? I feel crazy. Sun beaming, it's 90 degrees out here. I'm feeling things that I never felt before. Like I'm hearing birds chirping. It's weird. My senses is crazy. I'm telling you. And I think I want to say I had a day party that day. I did like a Wings of Mimosas or something.
Yeah.
It was crazy, but I'll never forget. 2018, March. Was it March 15, 16, something like that.
So Henny, you walk into the shop that day. Because I'm assuming you didn't give your barber the heads up you was going to pull up and do it that day. So you walk in and like, yo. Because honestly, what's your opinion on this? I'm not sure if the barbers is the ops in this scenario. Because they kind of want to keep you coming, right? Because when you stop coming, so sometimes
they honest.
And that's their job too. Part of their job because you got a relationship. They got to be honest with you. Yeah. So you pull up to the shop that day. You're like, yo, this is it. This is my last. You know what I'm saying? Did you hug the man like, yo?
No, they gave me a standing ovation. Little Kev, Kurt, like the barbers that's in there, they were like, bro, about time, bro. We been trying to tell you. You just been trying to hold on. I'm like, damn, yeah. Why y'all doing me like this? Why y'all doing me like this? It was weird, man. I could tell that day was gonna be different from the time I cut all my hair to now. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get my beard game right. I gotta get more hats. Yeah. It's gonna be cold now. I gotta get toboggans and stuff like that. I don't know. I just remember that day, bro. I swear, I remember waking up and I'm gonna try to thug it one more time. My birthday in 2 weeks, I'm gonna get it. He was like, bro, I can't do nothing, Shaun, because it's getting bare. It was already to that point where it was like, little skin, Shaun. Like, like, what you want me to paint it? And then they was like, bro, let's do it. I was like, let's do it. Fuck it, let's do it. And I remember that first, and you like, whoa.
Just coming down, huh?
Yeah. And you can hear everybody.
It sound like it's crying.
Yeah. You can hear them looking at you. Nobody's saying that, but you can hear it like, he finally doing it.
They clapping. Yeah. They looking at you clapping.
He finally doing it. Welcome to the club, my boy. Wow.
So Henny, man, the first time you get it done, first time you look in the mirror, what's that feeling? Are you like bet, or is it still like uncertainty?
Well, my pigmentation was off.
Yeah, of course.
Because it's summertime.
Yeah.
So I got a little tan. Baldino a little light.
Yeah.
So I was a little, man, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little worried, like, oh, I look crazy. I look crazy. My, insecurity kick you in.
Yeah.
Like, I get to the crib, like, what I'm gonna wear on my I don't know, that mirror. It's the shower, bro. It ain't the mirror, it's the shower. Because you're so used to just, like, at that point, you're wearing a do-rag in the shower, you're trying to save it, so you're not really taking care of your hair like you're supposed to. You're not washing, you're not letting it hit the water or nothing. So when I was able to, like, do that, I don't know, right? I ain't gonna lie, it was like a good and a bad feeling. I ain't know. I was just like, but the shower's been hot this whole time. Take it down a little bit.
Oh, so you pull up to the wedding, they like, yo, it don't look.
It was a proposal. She was proposing.
Proposal, okay.
Yeah, she was proposing. It was fire.
And they were saying that, but like as they're saying that, you're really feeling like they trying to just be.
No, they built my confidence.
Okay, so it's working.
It was a shorty that I used to talk to, and she was like, finally, and when she did the rub, I said, oh, we outside. we outside. Oh, I should have been did this. She did that one little rub. I said, okay, I think I can get used to it. Because I got used to the beard rub. But their head, then they rub their head, it's like, all right.
I'll be telling homies on the podcast, man, that's a love language. When the shorty gets you like that, man.
That little head rub different. It make your toes tingle.
We might to do something.
Right, girl, you want some Chipotle? You want extra chicken on your bowl, don't you? Yeah. Get a little extra chicken on hers and a little vinaigrette. Y'all got the vinaigrette in the back, too?
Oh, Lord. No doubt, man. So, Henry, man, you what? How long you been on the team now? How long you been balling now?
4 years.
4 years? Wow.
5, yeah, so since March of 2018.
Yeah. So, Henry, I remember, like I said, like, cause I remember your process, and I remember me and Sam talking about it, like, yo, Henry got to come. Henry got to come to the crib. You did it, and again, from my perspective, on the outside looking in, it looked like you came home, you on the gram, like, very shortly after, getting your fit off, doing your thing, and talking that talk again. Yeah. Do you remember, like, that first pic you posted with the new look, and, like, what the comments was firing off? Like, what was that like?
a lot of people didn't notice it at first because I had already been low.
Yeah.
But some girls and some of the homies was like, "Boy, you finally did it." So like, oh my God, you cut your hair, your bald. It don't look that bad. I hate that. It don't look that bad. Like what? What does that mean? But I was getting a lot of that, and then I give it probably like closer towards the end of the summer.
Yeah.
When people started to see me more, like Sunday morning, they started to see that I cut it. It kind of boosted my confidence a lot. Like, oh, bro, you cut it. I don't know what you scared of anyway, bro. Da, da, da. And I was like, damn, y'all all right, man. Yeah. I was tripping. And then wintertime came. And it was over for me.
You needed them hats.
I had the flu every week. Wintertime came. I was like, ooh, they ain't telling about this one. But nah, it was a compliment. The more you ignore it, the more you say, you know what, I got the beard game, I'm cool. I'm getting older. Age plays a factor.
Yes, sir.
I ain't 20-something no more, so why even care about this? About my hair being a certain way or me having... God gave me that window from the time I was 10 to 25, 26. You know what I'm saying? Let it go.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
yeah. So Henny, I got this question I ask everybody on the pod, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, part of me is like, my job actually now is to talk that talk football, man. So I'll be on everywhere I can talking that talk. I tell homies now, like, yo, I feel like ball, man, we up. Like, you know, light-skinned homies was in the 90s. Like, I'm really talking that talk for us. But I'm also looking around and I'm seeing a lot of my homies, you know what I'm saying? Like you, and like, damn, my dogs is killing it out here. Yeah. My ball homies is really out there. And I'm like, yo, I do feel like it's a special time right now to be ball. But again, that's my job to say that, right? Yeah. So I want to holler at you about it. Do you feel like since you joined the team, do you feel like, one, you starting to see like it's a lot more people rocking it with confidence? And are you starting to feel like I'm getting some energy that you know what I'm saying?
It's a gang to us. It's a family. I ain't gonna lie. Even the old heads are like just, even cats that might have had some form of hair loss early in their 20s or before they become a man, they've been bald for a long time. Or somebody might have a certain disease, or it could be. It's a lot of factors in wearing it with confidence. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like when I did it, I became a part of this certain family of people who weren't shy no more, scared no more. Like, look, we bald, bro. It is what it is. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We still macking. Hey, we good. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, it's a community. I'll say that. And I wish more guys would not be so scared, because I see a lot of cats still holding on, and I'd be like, boy, I wish I can give you some type of form of convo, but you ain't gonna listen to me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Some cats are still holding on, and I get it. A lot of cats plays football, play sports. So that, you know, now their hairline is starting to, I see it a lot from people a lot of guys that used to play sports, used to have dreadlocks. They cut their hair, go bald right here, and they still be trying to like fade it low, keep it on. All right, bro, come on to the career, bro. Just get your beard game right. If you can't do that, then I don't know what to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Everybody, you don't want to look like Charles Barkley, bro.
So many people, bro, like talk about the beard like it's like a must-have with it. You think it's 100% must-have?
I mean, any type of form of facial hair, when you don't have any hair here, gives some type of definition to who you are. You got to have a look. You got to have some type of swag. There's some guys that just rock the goatee, still rock the skinny line, but it's something that gives you off a definition, because you don't want to look like a little boy. And we ain't in the military, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't in the Army or the Marines. So you do want to have a little style, a little swag to your face.
Something that you can like switch up as well.
Yeah, because I wish I could do the Pirates of the Caribbean, but I can't. I can't do the Jack Sparrow. I wish I could. I wish I could.
Son, listen to my dog.
I wish I could. I can't, man. No, man. I wish I could. My joint don't even grow that long like that. I'll try. Yeah. Even my boss, your barber's your best friend, the most honest person in the world. He talk about my beard all the time, like, bro, it just don't grow. It look good, but it don't grow like that. I'm like, bro, you was talking about my hair like this a couple years ago, so what we doing about that?
You don't know, Henny, don't worry, bro. You know I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, my joint couldn't always go either. I started using this new black-owned beard product, and all of a sudden my joint been like growing crazy.
Yeah, put
like,
me on.
So
Plug them up.
I'm gonna get it to you. It's called Coils by Nature. Coils by Nature, out of Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? Or Coils by Nature. So I'll drop you the gram and everything. Mm-hmm. Actually, the homie who did the podcast with me from Raleigh, he actually put me on like. This might have been like last November or something like that. So, you know, I'm just continue to pass that is black on. So, you know what I'm saying? We're going to keep it in the family. Henny, man, I'm going to get to the back half of this interview now, man. You know what I'm saying? Got a couple questions for you. Clearly, you know, you wear hats. You pulled up with the Faith and Figures hat. Shout out to them boys at Faith and Figures. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But we really don't. You don't got the option. We don't really have the opportunity to like switch up the look if we want to. So we will throw on hats to kind of like add some drip or whatever. What's your favorite kind of like go-to hats?
Fitted, straight snapbacks.
Okay, no doubt.
I try to do the non-snapback.
Yeah, and I seen
they
them.
get soggy. There's something about the like they not firm.
Yeah.
Like I think I'm a 7 1/4 or something like that, 7 1/2. And it's like the minute you sweat or the minute you wear it too much, it bad. That snapback give you that.
Yeah, you already know.
Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. That structure with it, for sure.
I could wear it a certain way. I could bend the brim a certain way. I could wear it the way I want to wear it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to Don Kennedy, man.
For sure.
Yeah,
Don, like
Don. I wouldn't have known nothing about snaps if it wasn't for Don Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
So salute. Next question, family, man. Like, we do what we do right now. Like, it's a blessing that we can walk out and be as confident as we are with the ball here. You know what I'm saying? But like, there were some homies that came way before us that like did it first. You know, laid the foundation for us to do what we're doing today with the ball here. Look, so if I had to ask you, who you think is the 4 most iconic ball man of all time? Top 4. Throw that list out for me, bro. There's a lot of homies on that list.
Number one, because he made billions of dollars off being bald head, is Michael Jordan.
Stamp.
He has a logo with a bald head.
Like the GOAT.
The GOAT. Let's say we got Mike, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Woo! Let me stop there. Enough people to not bring Stone Cold up.
Yeah, I mean,
baddest wrestler to me of all time.
You know, the person that the Rock, he don't care what he got on.
Come on. He's stunning his boss at the joint.
Yeah, Stone Cold, vicious.
For sure.
So we got Mike, we got Stone Cold. Ooh, that's tough because this is a few people, man. I mean, I can't go all basketball, but of course Shaq, for sure. I feel like I'm missing some people. Oh no, Vander Holyfield.
Woo.
Yeah, Vander Holyfield was. I mean, his joint was gone.
Woo.
As soon as he cut it, he would start knocking niggas.
Boop,
boop, boop. He would have like a 12-0 straight. Cut it off. Cause my boy was struggling.
That's
so
the powers. It's the powers.
Vander Holyfield for sure. So we got Stone Cold, Mike, Vander Holyfield. You said 4?
4.
Shaq. Okay, Shaq. But Shaq, I don't really count Shaq. Cause Shaq did it because he was in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He didn't do it because he wasn't losing hair. Shaq had plenty of hair. We talking about cats that was bald.
Yeah.
Ooh. I feel like I'm missing somebody.
It's a lot of them now.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a tough one. Because I can see his face, but I can't get the name. For some reason.
You talking about X, you talking about Pac.
I forgot. I didn't even get that deep into it. We was talking music then, yeah. Oh, DMX, Pac for sure. Yeah. I mean, X been bald since...
I don't know no X before. I don't know
X.
I
don't know X without the body. Yeah, so I throw X on there. I wouldn't even throw Pac on there because Pac, it's for the ladies.
Yeah.
I ain't looking at bro like that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. So X, MJ, Stone Cold. Who else? Who I say? Holyfield. Yeah.
Sure.
I like that for
sure. All right, man. We have my last 2 questions here. 2 of my favorite questions. They get a little bit deeper, Shaun. And I love to have you on this because I know everybody know you for the jokes and the personality, but I know you can also get deep. So I'm gonna holler at you about these 2. We put on this podcast, 1, obviously talk that talk, you know what I'm saying? But then 2, because homies out here really struggling with their hair loss journey. We talked about that anxiety. We talked about that loss of self-confidence that homies go through during that process. If you know somebody's watching this right now, dog, and they still dealing with hair loss, what's the best advice you can give them?
Just be confident. Don't be scared. Don't get too caught up in thinking that your hair is who you are, because it ain't.
Yeah.
You are who you are. You know what I'm saying? You know how confident you are when you're doing anything that you want to do when it comes to even hollering at a girl, going to work, going to the gym. None of that. You can't allow that to mess up with what you got going, because once you cut it, life might get even better. You know what I'm saying? Like, just be confident. Don't be scared. I mean, a lot of times we think that our image is black, man. We have to look like what we see on TV or what we see on the gram or people that got money. I'm a regular, everyday person. I'm just blessed to be good at a hobby. You know what I'm saying? I provide a service. But if I cared about my hair, I would lose out on so much. You know what I'm saying? Me scared to come out the crib or me sitting in the corner of the club because I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, nah, man, fuck that, man. Yeah. Cut that shit off, man. Live your life, be free. I guarantee it'll be the last of your worries, bro. And you going to save so much money.
And Henry, you said something earlier about, you said the hairline don't make the man. And that's strong because it don't. And you also just said something just now. You was like, yo, when you finally do kind of set yourself free, you let it go, it be the least of your worries. And it really do. But it's such a stronger feeling when you think about like how much you thought about it before you finally let it go. Right. How much that was in the back of your head. Like, you know, you trying to like, you wearing hats, so you trying to like sit at different angles and people can't peep.
Not even that, you might have never wore a toboggan before, and then you throw on the toboggan and your head look funny. Like, it's like, damn, really, I can't. What's going on? I didn't know I had a peanut. I can't wear no toboggan, bro. Don't tell nobody, bro. I can't wear my head to be. I done tried every toboggan in the world, dog. Even the bucket, I can't do it.
I ain't gonna lie, toboggan's one of my favorites. I hate.
Yeah, well, you got the right head.
Yeah, I hate
like,
to hear
you know
that.
What I'm saying? You definitely got that whiskey. Look at that last.
Oh. Yo, so final question for my brother Henry, man. My favorite question on the podcast, dog. So come home. We talk about it from, the slang standpoint, like losing your hair, come home. But also we spell it in French for the brand because it means like a man or as a man, right? So, we came up in the era where like the kind of media stimuli that we saw about manhood was like, yo, don't show no emotions, be dominant, like have as many women as possible. All of these things, as we get older, we kind of have to unlearn, especially when we have kids. We're trying to raise a man in a certain way, raise a woman in a certain way. We end up in relationships, whatever. We start kind of having to unlearn some of these things that we learned to be the man that we want to be for our family, whatever. Right. So in 2023, man, how do you now think about what it means to be a man, bro?
Ooh, I'll be honest, bro.
Yeah, that's a good question.
I'm just now getting to my manhood.
Yeah.
I'm figuring I'm getting better at being a dad.
Yep.
I'm getting better at being a son. I'm learning how to be more of a friend to my friends because, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people don't. There's a difference between Shaun Henderson and Shaun Henry.
100%.
Shaun Henderson got mad underland stuff going on that I have to fix and I have to create or would correct, I'll say, before I can get to a certain point in my life. I can cover it up by being Shaun Henry and being the party guy, being the fun guy, but I still got to go home and deal with what's going on. So I'm getting into that. Right now I'm getting into that window. Like it's never too late. When you're a man, it's never too late. Women is different because they got to have kids and they might want to have kids. Some women don't, so they can live their life a certain way. You know what I'm saying? Men, we have to be protectors, providers, leaders. You know what I'm saying? We have to stay consistent, be committed, and create control. So 3 C's. I don't know if y'all know what that is, but that's very important.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm at that point now where I'm creating a certain consistency to have control. I'm putting a lot of people on around me. I'm making sure I can take care of my mom, make sure my son's straight. You know what I'm saying? And just try to fall in love out here, man.
Yeah.
So
sure.
I'm getting to that point, and I think right now is where I'm feeling like the most comfortable, the most vulnerable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And you talk about that, man. Like we get to a, like all of us have fun. We come out here, we live this life to have fun. We've been blessed to damn near do it all.
Yeah.
But we all hit a point, especially we start to see a lot of our homies around us like transition into certain areas of life, and we start finally see like, oh damn, like I wonder what that. So for instance, I broke up with my last girlfriend like 2019. Before I broke up with Shorty, like I was. No knock to her, but I wasn't in a place in my life where I was ready to be in a relationship. Right? I was still doing dumb stuff. But it was shortly after we broke up, and I was looking at some of my homies, like, who fallen in love, this and that. And I remember one time, Henry, I'll never forget this moment. I was on IG scrolling, and I used to see a lot of black love stuff on IG, and I would look at, like, sucker dude, whatever. I remember one time after I broke up with Shorty, I was scrolling, I seen some, like, a couple holding hands, and it hit me for the first time ever, like, damn, what did I do to not deserve that?
Yeah.
And it shocked me because I had never felt that before. And I was like, yo.
We don't want to get too deep on that.
Where did that come from? You know what I'm saying? And, like, but to your point, there's this stage where we start to like feel different things,
right?
And like
because we're growing, and nobody wants to be alone, and nobody wants to have to go through certain things. You want that companionship, so you got somebody to communicate with. I go through mad stuff, you know what I'm saying, with the party stuff, family stuff, and it's like I can't keep talking to my homies about it because they got their own problems. You know what I'm saying? But they also got a shorty that they can lean on. The way they don't gotta tell me everything, they gonna tell their shorty. I don't have that. I don't have somebody that can keep that lock and key with me. You feel me? Like I can lay in bed and just talk to them about anything and all that. So I mean, it'd be nice. I mean, I had somebody. I ain't gonna get into that. But,
yeah, for sure.
That's where it's at when it comes to that.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to get into that level to where because a lot of us are almost 40. We hate to say it, but we at that point. We getting there. We are becoming our aunts and our uncles now.
Yeah.
So we got to
maybe a little cooler version.
No, we fly. we could literally. I was just having this conversation with my boy Daniel, Bobby Trick, my boy. We was just saying, like, if we did a 30+ event, it won't be like the 30+s from back in the day when we was like, boy, what the hell you doing with a fedora on? You know what I'm saying? Bag ass clothes. Like, that was we gonna step. We do a 30+, we stepping, and we got the right music. Mm-hmm. Our music gonna be. We ain't gotta play no trap nothing.
Yeah.
35. You know, give me that. Yeah, give me some Nelly. I throw a Band-Aid on. He like, I would do that. But we at that point now where we getting older. We got to start taking care of ourselves a little bit better.
Yeah.
Being more vulnerable to things that we might not like anymore. You might not get that 9 or 10 that you want, but can settle for that 7, 8. And she bad in other areas. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? She ain't always got to look with what you want, but it ain't about that no more. You know what I'm saying? It's about how you make me feel.
Yeah.
What we doing when we talking. When we go out, how we having fun without everybody in our business. You know what I'm saying? So that's just, that's a whole nother conversation.
Talking that talk. Yeah,
we talking about this.
Nah, man, because I love that. Man, I end the podcast on this note because a lot of times when we go through the hair loss journey, we at the age when we kind of go on from boy to man. We're really trying to figure that out. And a lot of these conversations we're having now about feelings, about relationships, all that starts to come around that same time, man. Right. So that's why I really love the intersection with that. I'm gonna say one more thing that you just really hit home with. After, like I said, I went through that breakup during the pandemic. I'm talking to Shaun one day. It's my right hand, so I'm talking to Shaun, and I'm used to just chopping up, bro, for however long. And I'm chopping up with bro. I think we were on the phone for like almost an hour plus, and he was like, he was like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, like I want to keep talking to you, dog, but like I gotta go to my family.
Yeah,
it's he said that, and I was like, oh, and I felt it, but I was like, nah, I feel you, bro. Like my bad. I was like, yeah, damn, he has somebody else now that it ain't just a gang that we just.
One thing we scared of is feeling lonely, bro. As men, we want somebody to care about us. Why? Because we were raised by mothers.
Yeah.
Mom dude's gonna make sure you straight regardless.
No matter what.
So when you lose that feeling or you lose not having that, you get kind of like, you get sunk in place. Then you gotta force yourself to go out. Now you at Walmart trying to holler at everything with some tight pants. You at Target like, what's up? Yeah, I'll live. Yeah, you at that line. I pay for that. I got you, man. What's that? You just got a little Sprite. And you can throw that self-check out. Yeah. You get lonely when you start doing the dumbest shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? I get caught up doing some dumb shit. Like, well, I just need a girlfriend. Like, so I ain't got to be doing this shit no more. Like, going out to eat by yourself, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, I don't know, man. Like, you right. A lot of that stems from when your hair, when you start going bald, even then in that moment, you start to feel like, damn, I can't back no shorties. I can't come around a homie. I can't all that come back. But when you cut it and you go bald, you still readjusting yourself and still learning because that same people still talking. So you got to get to it. Take about 2-3 years so you get to that point where it's like, fuck it. None of that matter no more. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. It is what it is. I'm going to do me. You don't like it. You don't like it.
Yeah.
It is what it is. So,
yeah. Man. Yo, another great episode with my brother Shaun Henny. I knew it was going to be like that.
Man, part 2 coming soon.
I knew it was going to be like that. You already know. Henny, man, most people probably know how to find you, man. But if somebody watching the episode don't know where to find you on social, how to get at you?
Shaun Henny on Twitter, Instagram, ShaunHenny. Facebook, Shaun Henderson. Just don't Google me, Brother got mud shots, and I pay child support, so that's what it is. Don't look for the bad in me, look for the good.
It's a lot of good in my dog, for sure. Hey, man, Henny, before we get out of here, any final words to say, bro?
Oh, no, man. Thank you, man. I'm proud of you. This is beautiful, brother.
Man.
Like, I kind of came in a little early on the other interview. Like you said, it's therapy. It's good to have somebody to talk to that you already have a friendship and a vibe with, kinship with. You've been my brother for a minute, bro. I love you. I appreciate this. I feel better. I know I'm going to feel better leaving here today.
No doubt.
Yeah, so thank you, man.
My brother.
My nigga.
My brother. 10 toes, man. Every time. For sure, man. Y'all, man, like I said at the end of every single episode, y'all stay bold. Y'all stay bold, and y'all stay bold. And I see y'all soon, man, for sure. You see the guys. You see the guys.